In the last 18 months, m0NESY has become the second most popular CIS player. It seems like only yesterday that he was playing for Na'Vi Academy and streaming from his parents' house in the suburbs of Moscow. And now, he's one of the best oppers in the world and the youngest person ever to win both Katowice and Cologne. Him saying, "I'm coming for you, Sasha," sounds especially impressive when you compare not only their results, but also their popularity. Ilya got out of the Tier 3 scene just 1.5 years ago, and judging by the Yandex stats, his nickname is already searched half as much as Simple's. Of course, in order to catch up with Simple media-wise, m0NESY needs at least a few more years of hard work, but what he's managed to achieve being only 18 is, to say the least, very impressive. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, because you're watching CYBERSHOKE, and today we'll tell you about how m0NESY spent the last 18 months in G2. We'll review all the key events, interesting stories, and some quotes from interviews. If you have access to CS2 and want to improve your skills, just play on our servers. We already launched 7 game modes, including Retake, DM, and 5v5. By the way, there are 3 different maps on Retake Mirage, Dust 2, and Inferno. To join our servers, go to cybershoke.net/CS2, choose a game mode, and copy the server's IP, then just paste it into the CS2 console. Right after m0NESY joined G2, a popular Russian insider, Overdrive, said that Ilya had a lot of offers from other big teams. For example, he could go to Liquid, who are known for the highest salaries in competitive CSGO. There were also rumors that G2 had to pay Na'Vi $600,000 for m0NESY's contract. Later, Ilya admitted that his buyout was actually a bit more than that. But he didn't worry about it for a bit. m0NESY remembers that many people would feel a lot of pressure in his shoes, since the org had to pay big money to sign him, but he decided to not overthink it and just try to become a better player. That was actually the main reason why he chose G2 over any other team. Ilya knew that he could learn a lot from Nico, Hunter, Alexi B, Jax, and extras. The first challenge that m0NESY actually spoke about was hurtful comments. They affected not only him, but his mom and grandma. They watched a lot of YouTube videos with Ilya and read all the comments, good and bad, about their boy. One time they scolded Ilya for the bad words he said on the internet, but in reality, all these quotes were a fabrication of greedy journalists who rephrased the hell out of m0NESY's words in order to get more hype. So the first thing that Ilya had to do after he joined G2 was have a talk with his family and explain to them that now that he plays on a top team, not everything you will see on the internet will be true. Ilya played his first big tournament with G2 a month after signing his contract. It was the Blast Premier Spring Groups. There, the guys took 4th place and earned themselves a spot in the finals. And m0NESY himself delivered one of the best highlights of his whole career. By the way, Ilya later said that at this moment, he already knew that he was going to destroy them.
A lot of trouble. He no-scopes one of them. He keeps going. 10 seconds. He fakes the bomb, spins around, takes down Woody, and now he's on the hunt, running up close and personal. Oh, what a flick! He doesn't have the time for the
Surely.
No, he
Just
can't
give
do
it
it,
to
I
him.
think. Oh!
Yes!
How is that possible? What an absolutely godlike sequence from m0NESY. And he is one bullet away from legend here. Trapped in the back corner. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. And Turtle, he must be horrified. He must be scared. Coming around the construction now, slowly, and m0NESY, he doesn't have to move so much. Now, there is a Molotov on Turtle. He's going to throw it. It's not deep enough. m0NESY still could have the shot. Oh, and there it is.
In just a month, m0NESY perfectly fit into the team and got along with all his teammates. Here's what Nico said about him. "I'm impressed with how good m0NESY plays at such a young age. It takes some weight off my shoulders. He finds a way to make a good play in any situation, and we, as a team, give him complete freedom." In the first months, Ilya got close with Jax. These two got along very well, and the French veteran became a sort of big bro for him. When Jax left G2, m0NESY publicly said, "Good luck in your next team, Dad. I learned a lot from you. Love you." The first truly big tournament for m0NESY was IEM Katowice 2022, where he felt pressure from the crowd for the first time in his career. Ilya remembers that upon coming back to his hotel room, he was browsing his feed and saw an endless flow of posts about him on every social network. It was extras who came to his aid. Here's what he said, "Ilya, you know how to play Counter-Strike. We're here to learn, and you can do whatever you want. Imagine that you're still in Na'Vi playing in the Academy League. Tomorrow, you will become a better player and destroy them all." That helped. G2 made it to the playoffs, and m0NESY showed some great Counter-Strike on his first ever Stadium map. Ilya dropped 45 frags on Mirage against Virtus Pro, finishing that map with a 1.3 rating. In that tournament, G2 reached the grand finals, but lost to FaZe in a very close game, with scores being 15-19, 27-31, and 14-16. After just 2 months, Ilya said that he doesn't worry about playing on the big stages anymore, but added that he has struggled with communicating in English. m0NESY was always known as a player who finds a lot of bugs in CSGO, but last year in spring, it went to a completely new level. Ilya found a one-way smoke in the window on Mirage and showed it on stream. On May 14th, he decided to use it at the Major. It was obviously a bug, so m0NESY asked the TOs whether he could use it, and, well, they gave him permission. But Ilya still had to say sorry for it. Though the admins allowed him to use this smoke, many pro players still held a grudge against him for using it. Ilya regularly finds bugs in CSGO. He shows them on streams and criticizes Valve for doing nothing about it. For example, there's one bug on Ancient that hasn't been fixed for a long time. In August, G2 added 2 new players to their roster, JKS and HooXi, and m0NESY has some story with both of them. Let's start with Justin. He's from Australia, so he's native in English. Because of that, he speaks very fast. And for the first few weeks, it was really hard for Ilya to understand what he was saying. But later, it turned out to be a great learning experience for m0NESY. And regarding HooXi, well, Ilya defends him at every opportunity. After every lost game, there are hundreds, if not thousands of comments on the internet saying that HooXi basically plays badly and that it's his fault that G2 lost. m0NESY doesn't agree with that. Obviously, individually, he isn't playing great, but he just lacks some confidence. I always try to cheer Rasmus up and help him believe in himself. What haters don't see is that Rasmus is a genius caller. He always knows what to do and how to beat any team. Going to the first LAN with new teammates, m0NESY delivered his first ace for G2.
Get to that Antwerp Major. Ooh, but it's m0NESY. New piece for HooXi to work with the double taps and make that 3. And, you know, we're kind of destined for the pistol ace because m0NESY keeps this clean. He called big a bunch of onliners. Well, the kid plays LAN, goes for the Glock shots, and finds the pistol ace.
Oh, that's a way to shut him up. Real quick and early.
Although G2 finished only in 4th place in that tournament, m0NESY got an MVP there. But it's worth mentioning that it was a public vote for fans, and HLTV didn't give an actual medal for that event. But still, an impressive feat. At the end of 2022, G2 had enough points in the Blast circuit to get an invite to the World Finals, with a $1 million prize pool. There, the guys finished the group stage in 3rd place, but managed to win the whole event. m0NESY was once again named the best player, but this time properly, receiving a medal and an icon on his HLTV profile. Ilya remembers that G2 went out to celebrate their victory at the local bar, but he actually got kicked out by security due to him still being underage. Ilya finished 2022 with the title Rookie of the Year by both Esports Awards and HLTV's award show. HLTV also named m0NESY's clutch against MIBR the best highlight of the year. In the yearly top 20, Ilya took an honorable 7th place. He gave a big thanks to Nico in an interview. And in all this time, m0NESY and Nico became good friends, and the Bosnian beast made Ilya do things that he didn't understand at the start, but later admitted to being very useful. For that, Ilya has a lot of gratitude towards Kovac. In February, G2 became the champions of IEM Katowice, the very same tournament where they suffered a painful loss from FaZe the previous year. In the semi-final against Na'Vi, Ilya didn't lose a single op duel to Simple during the whole best-of-3 series. Simply stunning. But for G2, the following 6 months were pretty mediocre though. They could barely hold on to the top 5 of HLTV ratings, didn't get to the playoffs at the Major, and finished Blast Fall Groups in 2nd to last place. But then that all changed in Cologne. G2 won that event not that long ago, and lost only 3 maps on their way to the championship. Also, m0NESY delivered another groundbreaking highlight. night.
Rounds will not last long. Back to pistols, back to pace, into B, and in your face, m0NESY! 3 digs in 3 shots, and he wants every single one!
Have you ever seen something like that? My goodness!
We at CYBERSHOKE love this moment so much that we decided to put graffiti on our servers to honor Ilya. Joining G2, Ilya completely skipped the Tier 2 level. Just think about it. He was playing in an academy and then joined one of the best teams in the world. But it didn't break him. On the contrary, m0NESY plays better every year. And most importantly, he continues to be that kind and positive guy that we all love to cheer for. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because you are watching CYBERSHOKE. Bye for now.